Hello there and welcome back to the Pale Beyond. We come back into a very interesting new world. I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm aware now. I have awareness about me. I think I want to see how things play out first before we start delving into the time stream. I think it would be good to have more information. I know I do want to go back and talk to Hunt in the before, just to see if he has anything new to say. But before that, I kind of want to see how this goes. Since I just have this power now, I guess. Address the crew with Hunt. The two of you pace towards the rest. Templeton is the first to notice you. As predicted, the look on his face is a unique concoction of shock, anger, and mortification. Templeton, I appear to have found your lost captain. You son of a bitch. I hate him, but I love him. How is he so charismatic? How does he do this? Other heads rapidly turn in your direction. One by one, they abandon their work and rush to assemble to see the sight themselves. I have captured the traitor Rufus Hunt. We will kill him now. I don't know. We can't talk about this with the others. We can only talk about this with Hunt, because if I talk about this with anybody else, I'm like, oh, you're insane, you need to be shot. It will be exactly like what happened at the previous captain. They'll be like, he went crazy and started doing weird shit. I can't. What are we gonna say? What are we gonna say? I don't know. We have a lot to clear up before we continue. Aye, that's a bloody understatement. Bloody hell, it's actually him, walking corpse. The others begin to mutter frantically. Hunt, you're still alive. Ah, the doctor made it. Good. I need you to fix up my teeth. Excuse me? He survived this entire time? I'm going to struggle to convince people my report is true at this rate. This is, quite the shock. Hunt whispers to you. I knew the look on his face would be worth it. Shut up, shut up, shut up. But, perhaps you would like to clarify our situation? Oh, you know, I just traveled to the ends of the world. I ate of the apple of the knowledge of good and evil, and I'm now traversing the timelines trying to fix this mess. You know how it is. You know how it be. I'd like to know what happened myself. God, is that Grimly? Ah, it's good to see you again. Where are the rest, Hunt? Where are the rest? The rest. Smurf, Corvid, Joe, where are they? They didn't make it. All these years, and just like that, they're gone? Did they at least receive good deaths? No. As best they could, Grimly. Now is not the time to dwell on those gone. Captain? Yes? No, Captain Shaw. How in the world did you... Oh, I hug Templeton. I'm like, you good man. How in the world did you find this man? Hunt has been moving ahead of us for this entire expedition. I found him in the captain's cabin. You can really throw him under the bus here. like, let's shoot this traitor under the bus. I don't know if I want to do that, though. I have every reason in the world to, but it's no good. It's no good. His charisma, he looks at me and his eyes twinkle and he gives me a wink and I'm like, no, no! I have the gun in my hand and it just falls out. Do I want to destroy him? Not really. Hunt has been moving ahead of us for this entire expedition. I found him in the captain's cabin. Has he enlightened you as to why he left? So you were right, Shaw. The bastard abandoned us. Aaron's right. Why'd you leave, Hunt? Show some respect. I mean, he did say that that's what he was going to do. That before he starts mentally time traveling, he burns the boat. I imagine probably killing himself in the fucking blast. He goes away. This is no more. I mean, it's true. It is true. He means to destroy the Viscount. Captain, I think it's time we opened the floor to the rest of the crew. Something tells me many of them have words to share. Oh. Junior takes a run at the captain before being held back by his brother. You left us! Why? I didn't plan on going home. None of us were going to come back. That's it? Why couldn't you bring us too? Why even plan that? Oh, it's just like we can't... It's not possible to explain this to them in any meaningful way. It's just not. I mean, are there other apples? Do you want those answers, Junior? Stop defending the man, damn it! Why didn't you trust us, Hunt? I don't know what to say here. I don't know what to say. Now I feel like I need to defend him, but there's like there's no way I can defend him. I wonder why he brought those people in particular. He didn't really go over that, so far as I recall. He talked about how he's used most other people as the first mate at one point or another in his travels. But why not tell everybody? Like, what caused him to start going off on his own? They've served you for years. It was more complicated than that. I do trust them. I do. But you're both young. I had to take the oldest, my top men. We aren't your top men. Oh. Well, that's... After all this time, we had the wrong idea, Grimly. Oh. I feel bad now. This is like what I had hoped for the entire fucking game from those two. And now it's like, oh. I have nothing left to ask, Captain. Hunt, why did you bring me aboard this expedition? Excuse me? Doctor, this is hardly the time to work out your insecurities. The floor is open, Templeton. Quite so. Hunt, I've been asking myself that question since you left, since I saw you leave. You... Pardon? You what? You saw Hunt leave and you didn't stop him? He couldn't stop Hunt and his men. What does it matter if he saw him? It doesn't matter. It does not matter right now. Like... You people! Look at what is in front of you! I'm still... why is nobody else asking about the magic tree? Can we talk about the magic tree? It doesn't matter right now. It doesn't matter. It does to me, Captain. Huh, I remember that. You looked like a frightened deer when you saw me ready to go. Is that why you brought me on board? Because I couldn't stop you? Because I was young, naive, easily manipulated? It is, isn't it? Hunt tilts his head in confusion. Hells no. Oh? No, it was a favor to your father. He's my barber. That's it? That's the entire reason? Aye, he's very good. Asked me to toughen this boy up a bit. Sounds like it's done the trick. Kasha lets out a small chortle before covering her mouth to stop herself. He's my boy, he's my son. Thank you, Robin. It's good to hear that. It's true. I've watched this young lad grow over the last year. It's amazing how much he's matured. To be honest, I was worried from the beginning that my father was involved, and yet, after all that's happened, I'm actually relieved that the real reason is so benign. This entire time, it didn't matter. I put more thought into why I was here than Hunt ever did. The doctor has no choice but to laugh at the absurdity of it all. We are getting away from the point at hand. Anyone else apparently requires psychological evaluation. Fair. You turn back to the crew to find yourself face to face with Hammond. He darts past you and confronts Hunt. Enough bloody games! You should have gone down with the ship. That's tradition, you coward. Tradition would want all of us dead. Best not to follow that now, I think. I mean, they have reason to be angry with him. They have every possible reason. I was furious with him before I understood. And if I didn't understand, I would understand. I get it. I get it. Yeah. I think that they deserve it. I think that they all deserve it. Watch your mouth, Hammond. How about Hunt watches himself? He left us to die, bastard. Indeed, to pick and choose when tradition matters, it's shameful now. At least Shaw sees sense. The crew are still looking to you to make sense of all this. I don't. Take this opportunity to come clean about events past? What does that mean? Is that just like keeping it open for other people to air their grievances? I mean, I don't mind that. I think it's fair. You clear your throat. The rest of the crew are still waiting, or watching and waiting. Interesting. Interesting. So that is what we want to talk about, the benefactor. I'd like to see where this goes. About our benefactor. The name is Minerva Apperton. She owns the Tinned Food Company. The Tinned Food? As in the peaches? I spent an age attempting to uncover information on the mysterious benefactor. You mean to tell me that we were eating from their tins this entire time? I'm curious, why would a tinning company invest in such a mission? Ridiculous. It seems our captain is suffering from some kind of delirium. Yeah, I didn't think Templeton would like that. I think it's not good to turn the crew against each other here at the end. I feel like I need to either side with the crew or with Hunt. And not like individual people. Hunt did tell me that also. That came from Templeton originally, but then Hunt did tell me. If we're going with the fuck Hunt here, I mean, let's just go with it. Yes, it's true. Is that so? Well, I'm certain there's no questioning of the testimony of a lunatic deserter. Rufus Hunt lets out a belly-aching laugh in response. For all of your sakes, I would hope you wouldn't believe such tripe. That goes for you too, Captain. Ha, tripe. You have a talent for deflection, Templeton. Doesn't change the truth. Now, Captain, perhaps you have something more tangible to tell the crew? Yeah, I mean, if nobody else has anything they want to bring up, I guess we move on. We cannot wait around here forever, Captain. This ship, this tree. What is our next course of action? I don't know. I don't know. Isn't it about time you told them about the tree? Oh, are you wanting to tell people about the whole infinity? Is that okay? I didn't. I thought that was the kind of thing that we can't tell other people because we go into the insane asylum, you know. Hunt, what do you know of this? I'm sure you're very interested in knowing, Richard. Anyone would be. This is what your employer seeks. The fruit of this tree, it changes everything. It will change the world. The fruit? Yes. I have tasted the fruit countless times. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. I have tasted the fruit countless times, and I've seen countless paths to this moment. My word. He's truly gone insane. Can we all have fruit? Can we all have it? What would that do? What would that do? No surprise that the man has lost his mind. Isolation out here, it would happen to anyone. I don't know what the fuck to say here. I really don't. You can't explain this without looking like a fucking maniac. That's why I'm like, can we actually like all eat the fruit? What would that do? What happens when we all go into the time? I don't know. It scares me. Like, what if we take this back to civilization and we just start putting it in the tins? Here, have some. Free yourself. It's like, what does that do? I don't know. I mean, I can redo this conversation as many times as I want now. So whatever. I can say whatever I want. Why don't I just say that? He isn't delusional. What? Shaw, have you honestly been convinced by this man's ramblings? Listen to me. To hells with Appertons. They can't be allowed to have this. Nobody should? What are you suggesting? It needs to be destroyed. Burned to the ground. What? Hunt, this is quite possibly the most important discovery of our age. It needs to be studied. Barring that, you were hired by the Appertons to retrieve it, not to decide your own ethical judgment. I'm so intrigued by the idea of actually bringing this back to civilization. Just, like, what does that mean? What happens there? I know that it's probably right to kill it, but it looks nice. It doesn't look evil. Like that, it looks like good. But maybe I don't know. I want to bring it back. I want to see what happens. We have an obligation to our employer. Our employer? Regardless, I am the captain of this expedition and my word is final. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I kind of expected this to happen once we found him again. I was like, when is this gonna come up? A long silence falls amongst the proceedings. Rufus Hunt, you are not the captain of this expedition. What? Then who is? Shaw? Shaw's the first mate. That was a temporary agreement. I've returned and reclaimed my role. Unfortunately, Hunt, I have read our contracts quite thoroughly. Templeton produces his copy from his jacket pocket. Oh, he had that shit ready. In the event that the captaincy is held in contention, the correct course of action is to hold a vote. Any officer of the crew may put themselves forward to claim the title. Most people are quite happy with me. Not everybody. But I think I've gotten most people loyal to me. Even if Grimley still doesn't like me, I think I've got, like, literally everybody else loyal. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that's what we'll have. The crew should decide for themselves. A vote. I welcome it. I don't know, I'm scared. The contract also states that candidates should put forward their selection for the first mate position. The selection of first mate is allowed to make their case to the crew in open forum as to why they should select their paired candidate. Good luck with that. Best get to it then. Come on, you lots. A captain's vote requires a deck. Board now and let's end this. What do you mean? What am I doing? You say I need to pick a fucking vice president? Is that how this shit works? The crew tentatively board the vessel. Proceedings commence. Or is it just saying that I need to put myself forward? Oh. I assume I vote. Oh. People look really angry. I'm getting a lot of anger here. It's just a lot of anger. No need for introductions. We're far past the point for that. I don't know if I should be fighting against him or not. It's so weird, the idea of that we're both stained now, and what does that even mean? There's so much I've seen in all my days leading vessels like this, the sorts you lot would hear songs of and doubt every word of. But what I've seen here, it goes so far beyond any of that. What stands before you is so much bigger than any of us. I've walked this path before, so many times. Half of you can attest to that. I understand if you look at me as a deserter, a coward, a traitor, you have every reason to. But you should ask yourselves where you stand, where your road took you, always here with me. Not always. Sometimes it ended really unceremoniously in the cold. Even in my absence, I've always led you to where you needed to be. Hunt clears his throat before pointing to the tree. This thing is an abomination. The power it holds is too great for any one person to possess. Hunt holds up the fruit. Do you wish to hand this, the quite literal fruits of our labor, over to the employer who would have us die out here for their games? The employer who would not even entrust you their name? An employer who would leave us out to die on the ice, that would refuse to send rescue? There a murmuring between the crew at the implication that a rescue ship was not sent. Robin Shaw was a fine officer, but Shaw could only hold down the fort in my stead. Shaw did not weather the seas. Shaw did not discover the Viscount. I did. I don't fucking know about that. I think you can fucking shove that up your ass is what you can do. It was hard getting here. You should judge Shaw in the officer's own words. Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut your goddamn whore mouth. How dare you bring up my own words against me? How dare you? How fucking dare you? How dare you? He's gonna fucking pull the tape recorder out. When we last spoke on the Temperance, Shaw told me that the mark of a leader comes in control. I ask you, do you wish to be at the control of Robin Shaw? I ain't getting nobody killed this time. I ain't getting nobody fucking killed. Now I believe it's time my first mate said a few words. Grimly steps up. Oh, okay, so I'm picking my first mate. We'll keep it short. Captain Rufus Hunt is a man who I would trust with my life, always has been. When Junior and I were but lads, he took us in when we had nowhere else to go. Since then, he's been the best captain we could have worked for. What if I'm gonna get to actually pick my first mate, like out of anyone? Shaw couldn't live up to that standard. Shut your whore mouth! I hate you so much! You're such a piece of shit! If you trust me, you should trust Hunt. Grimly steps down. Thank you, Grimly. I believe it's your turn to speak, Shaw. You step forward as the crew awaits with bated breaths. Hunt has already had his chance to speak. Now is your chance to refute his words. There is a stillness in the air. You have traveled so far with this crew, and now they stand. All seem to be hoping that your next words will instill in them a confidence, an assurance that all this time spent with you has been worth the trouble. You pause, collecting yourself for a moment before making your first statement. Ooh, I got the hat, motherfucker. It's my goddamn hat. It's my hat! I did not feed it to the dog this time! It has been some time. I hope that you would permit me just a little more. I believe the key, and I believe I've achieved it. I once believed a truth who maintained kind. Now realize how wrong I was. I once believed a true leader was one who maintained constant control. I now realize how wrong I was. It's through allowing you your freedoms that you're able to succeed as a crew. The title takes a village to build a crew. It's naive, there's no single key to a great leader. Most of it is luck. Not untrue. Dare I say it, authority itself means little. This title is ceremonial. It takes a village to build a crew. It was you who were the real captain. We stand on the precipice of one of the greatest discoveries of our age. The fame. Think of the stories that we've written of the Temperance and the Viscount. It cannot die with us. It would be such a shame to kill it. We have a duty to take this discovery to the people. It cannot die with us. Your thoughts turn to the Viscount and the tree sprouting from its back. You must make your intentions clear. We have the numbers. We can sail the Viscount home, and that's what I intend to do. We can send an envoy out to meet with the rescue ship. They could be here any moment now. Right now, we should hunker down. Rescue will be searching for the ship. They will find us with it. I do love the poetic thought of the Temperance going out there and the Viscount coming back. Delicious. I love that idea. We have the numbers. We can sail the Viscount home, and that's what I intend to do. We're going home, boys. We're going home. The time for fear is over. Let's all stand and plunge ourselves head first. Business as usual. The time for fear is over. Let us all stand united and plunge ourselves headfirst into the depths. Who will you choose as your first mate to speak on your behalf? Oh, interesting. You can mostly pick a lot of people. Kurt, Hammond, Cordell. I do love Hammond. I've said multiple times that he is my favorite. It would almost feel bad not picking him. Does I look at him and I feel love. I do it. I have to. And I'll back at you. Hammond steps forward. I'll keep it short. Not one for speeches. Sure, you're all bloody bored by now. Look at yous. You're still alive. Despite it all, you're still alive. Simple as that. Do yous have Hunt to thank? I didn't think so. Hunt took you this far. Hunt can take you further. Hammond steps back. Start the voting process. Yeah. Okay. I guess we're gonna do this. Oh my god, I'm just really oh, you're beautiful, I love you all, I love you. Yeah, you stupid piece of shit. Oh my god, overwhelming victory! We got a fucking super majority in the house! As the vote comes to a close, Hunt stares at you in shock. Well, there you have it, Shaw. Suppose I can't argue with that, can I? That's Captain Shaw to you. I kind of want to say that. Will you? No, we can't talk about that. We can't talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. It's not coming up, and I'm moving on. That's Captain Shaw to you, officially. Very well, Captain Robin Shaw. I'm sure you're pleased to hear me say that. Congratulations, Shaw. Now with that bloody business done, someone can finally start steering this crew again. But that still leaves Hunt. Don't trust him not to try something. Up to you. What should we do with him? I'm curious on that myself. Well, Shaw, you're the captain. What should you do with me? It seems very wrong to maroon him here. That's no good. And so it's really just between taking him as prisoner or him joining us as a free man and taking the chance that he will do something. Very possible. Very, very possible. But I mean, if he does something, I can fucking rewind time. I think that he will join us as a free man. Until we reach land, at least. Then it's out of our hands, isn't it, Robin? A consequence of someone else's plan. Now we need to know, what do we do with this thing? Don't trust this bloody tree for a second, but it's attached to the ship. Yeah, you're not getting it out of there. We should take samples from the tree for private study. Yeah, I want to keep it. I don't know why. It doesn't feel evil to me. This doesn't feel evil. I don't think that it's evil. I think it just is. I don't know why. I think that it just is. There doesn't seem to be any crazy Lovecraft nonsense going on. That doesn't appear to be the case. It seems to just be here. I kind of want to give it to more people. Maybe that's wildly insane of me. Maybe I'm completely acting against what the game is expecting. I feel like the game almost expects you to want to burn it down. because it's too powerful. We can't allow this to fall into the wrong hands. But I'm just thinking, like, what if we bring it to the world? What would happen? Thank you, Captain. I will keep it safe, I promise. The crew move in, collecting samples of the tree from its bark to its leaves, and most importantly, the fruit held upon its branches. No, damn you! You can't let the Appertons have it, Shaw. You just can't. Yeah, what if we just let the world have it? What if we plant it down in the world and it just is? I don't know. You're given a job hunt. The rest of us are going to carry it out. I wish I could meet her. I wish I could get more of a feel for her. I don't really have enough information to go off of. Like, I want to see her as a person and talk to her. And if she seems very uncool, then I'll be like, let me just make a little change here. To destroy the trees, to destroy the ship. You understand why that would be a bad idea, right? I understand that, Shaw, but you're running a dangerous line here. Alright then, one last thing. How the fuck are we leaving this cave? Not like we can signal the bloody rescue ship from here. On the lifeboat. One who can flag down the rescue ship and lead them here. I love the idea of us just sailing out. That seems so fun. Like, not even needing rescue. Just like, yeah, we came back. We may have sank a ship, but we got another one out of it. So, that's fine. I like the idea of us sailing out. I don't like the fact that they brought that meter back all the way at the end of this. The last time I had any chance to meaningfully change these meters was weeks and weeks ago at this point. So if all of a sudden it like updates, like, oh, nope, fire, you're dead. I'd be like, God damn it, I have to go through like hours to get back here. Your final decision regarding the ship and its fate must be decided. Okay. Send an envoy, sail home. Interesting. So they do still present these options here. Sending an envoy, sailing home, or burning the tree. It's just too much of an interesting idea to me, the sailing this home. I have to see what it is, or what it means. Speak to... Oh, I... Then go to the first one, Stanberry. Arf! Good girl, Stanberry, good girl. Stanberry lets out a playful bark. Good. You don't want to talk to me, Grimly? Guess that's okay. This is it, eh? If you told me when we first got trapped that we'd be sailing out on the Viscount, I would have decked you. Turns out, what do I bloody know? Not much. You know better than the rest of us. You've proven that enough. Sure I have. But it makes me wonder, what else am I wrong about? What else are you wrong about? Always had a clear head on that sort, you know? Never thought a bloody tree would ruin it. What do you think the tree is? Well, it's a tree. Outside of that, I don't bloody know. Ask Templeton. Served on a lot of ships in my time. Never once liked the one in charge of them. Military captains range from self-important and useless to drunk, self-important and useless. No offense to yourself. Didn't have high expectations front, and had lower expectations for someone he'd hired. Another thing I was wrong on there. You're alright, Shaw. Oh, I love him. Serve a proper one. Alright, is that the best praise I can get? Highest honor, Captain. You should wear it like a badge. Robin, if you're ever heading a ship again, let me know. I'll be right on board with you. Everyone knows you'd be a goner without me. Oh, Captain. Sorry, I must admit, I'm still mesmerized by this tree. To think we'll be bringing home such an outstanding discovery on a ship that had fallen into rumor and legend, it all seems so unbelievable, like a dream. I have to commend you, Shaw. We've done something remarkable here. Do you think studies will unravel its secrets? I would hope so. Certainly doesn't seem natural to this area, but who's to say? Is this tree from space? Where the fuck did this come from? We stand at the uncharted edge of the world. Perhaps this has always been here. I've always fancied myself an expert, Shaw. I'm sure that comes as no surprise to you. But over the course of our expedition, well, it's become clear just how little I truly know. And to be honest, Shaw, that excites me. I'm excited for what lies ahead. What are your plans for when we return to land? No doubt Minerva will invest a great deal of resources into researching this plant. With a good fortune in favor, I will be at the head of such research. To be at the forefront of such a discovery, I had my doubts once. I certainly had my doubts on you, Shaw. I've never been more happy to be wrong. I hope we have the chance to work together again in the future. Our lives may be quite busy once we return. I'd like that too, Templeton. Well, I can say one thing with certainty. The future is unknowable. Take care, Robin. No matter what happens from here, take care. I don't, like... It feels like this is the end of the game, but, like, I can fly. I can fly away at any moment here. They can't stop me. Like, I'm curious. It's like, if I do this and we get credits, what do I do then? Do I just, like, okay, we're good, or do I start exploring the multiverse? Like, is there a secret perfect ending? I don't know. Like, visual novels have that all the time. Especially if they're going to have, like, time-traveling mechanics in there to where you can do whatever you want. Surely, then. I don't know. Not thrilled about taking that tree with us, Captain. It's our only way back. We'll have to make do. Can't argue with that, I suppose. I'm sure that thing will be taken out of our hands once we arrive anyway. It'll be our benefactor's problem. Regardless, I'm looking forward to a normal meal for once. If I see another penguin, seal, or tinned peach can, I think I'll hurl my guts, Captain. Though we'll be dining on plenty of fish for the next sail, I imagine. Yeah, don't ask me about what we're gonna eat or have. just don't ask me anything. You're finally calling me Captain, are you? Hard to argue with it now, right? Seems disrespectful not to recognize your work. Stay in contact, Robin. If you ever sell out again, let me know. I'll be happy to work with you. Oh my god. I'm like picking up a crew. They're my crew. They're my crew. I might as well throw any script I've been working on out, Captain. This is far more fantastical than any film. To sail out on this ship we came to find, with this mysterious plant attached, my word. I never could have imagined it. What do you think the tree is? Whatever it is, it's something special. I can only hope it falls into the right hands once we return. Oh, I just realized, my career as a navigator is just about over, isn't it? We just reached the last great uncharted part of the world. You know, when I grew up reading about the great explorers of old, I always had dreamed I would be the one to plant that final flag. I may be an old man with a limp and no flag to place, but I managed it, didn't I? Ha! There's always more world to discover, Kurt. You're not wrong. This is the last great discovery we know of, but who knows what's out there? Is there other trees out there? Again, where the fuck did this come from? Who knows, maybe my exploration days are over. Now's as good a time as any to call it a retirement. I'd still raise funding for the field. I don't want to leave folks like Hammond behind there. Maybe I'll move to theater. There's some stories I want to tell. Not about this expedition, or any. About home. The islands I left behind. I think you've more than earned your rest, Kurt. Thank you, Robin. I should take all of this as a sign to wind down, shouldn't I? I'll always be in contact if you want to work together again, Robin. I'll make sure we do, no matter the medium. To be honest with you, Shaw, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this madness. Well, I doubt such knowledge will be out of our hands once we return to land, correct? Still, I suppose we should be proud in our discovery. We wouldn't have made it this far without you, Cordell. And your dogs. I was just gonna fucking say, or Crean, or Rosa, or Pascal, or Stanberry. I did not accomplish much on my own, Captain. All I ask is that my Kenna be remembered. It'll be odd to return to land. My name will be in the papers soon. No doubt I'll be recognized for my past. I mean, yes, but also the magic tree, also that. How's Stanberry faring? She's much more excited to return to land, I believe. I hope we won't need to deliver her pups on the ship. I believe I'll find a new home, start over with a new kennel. I've done as much before, I intend to do so again. With any luck, we will not meet again. I suppose I understand. I hope we meet again. Well, we'll see. Frankly, you seem to bring misfortune, Captain. A jape, of course. It has been interesting, Robin. Promise me that you will take care of yourself. Okay. Captain, I can't believe we made it. And to sail out on the Viscount, it feels almost triumphant. Kurt is no doubt coming up with the perfect poetic phrase before we set off. Don't bring that up. You've made it very far. I'm very proud of you, my son. Thank you, Robin. I owe it to you. You know, I still thought it was all hopeless. Even after leaving you that letter, I had very little faith in survival. And yet, people were relying on me, Captain. I can only hope I didn't let them down. I mean, I do. I may be getting a crew together. I'd be happy to work with you again. I would too. But I can assure you I will never be sailing again, ever. Not at any point. It's not happening. I understand. I've had more than enough for one lifetime. I never felt good enough to carry my father's name, but now, well, thank you. Keep in contact. If you need a haircut anytime, I'll tell my father to treat you for free. Well, I have a lot to write on our sail back, don't I? I still can't believe this. I'm looking at it and I still can't believe it. Not just the tree, but sailing the Viscount back to land? I'd never believe it if I read it. They're gonna have to believe us. It's coming back. What do you think this tree is? I'm no scientist, but I'm fascinated as to what they'll discover. Though I fear that information won't be a matter of public record. It's funny, Captain. The reason I took on this story, interest in exploration, was waning. I grew up on the stories of Kurt Darling. These great explorers were like legends to me. I didn't want that passion to disappear. Who would have thought we'd stumble upon a great discovery of our own? Oh my god. You're one of those great explorers now, Kasha. Your name will be in the history books. That is bizarre to think about, Captain. Regardless, I hope you continue to thrive, Shaw. You deserve that much. It feels like such like a golden ending. I almost don't want to go back or do anything different. Unless I go back and things go very poorly, then yeah. In fact, remember to keep in touch with me, especially if you have a good story to share. They'll write books about you one day, Robin. I know I will. Okay, well, I mean, I'm gonna do what I said I'm gonna do. These other options are interesting. I don't know what would meaningfully be the difference here. Having somebody, bringing them here, what would that do? How would this be any better than this, just going back right now? I can understand the difference between burning the tree down or going back, but I don't understand why we would have this envoy option. Which kind of makes me want to pick it just because it's the third option, but I think I want to sail home. It's too poetic not to do. The tree stands proud, the ship ready to sail. Who are you? What are you? Are you good? You feel good to me. How did you get there? How did you get onto the Viscount? How did this happen? I guess sail out of the grotto with the Viscount and the tree intact. Oh god. I assume this is unending. Oh. Shit's weird. You see that shit coming in the port like, oh. I picked a bad day to stop huffing glue. Nothing like the ocean air to raise an appetite, eh, Shaw? Was starting to think I wouldn't smell it again. And on the Viscount, no less. I need to make sure I'm not dreaming. I'm sure you're eager to find your hands on some new ingredients. I'm eager to eat a meal that I didn't have to cook for myself at this rate. Finally, some variety. Junior turns his attention to the tree. Shame that thing comes with the ship. Wish we could have burned it. I know Hunt went mad in that cave, but on this I still believe him. I don't know why, but I do. It just feels wrong. What things could we learn? What could we learn from it? We have to bring it to the world. And maybe it spreads throughout the whole world. And you know, that's something. It's at least very pretty. I don't see why not. We found it, and after what we went through, it's true. Don't know anyone else with better judgment. Junior looks to you. Never thought I'd serve under anyone but Hunt. Life on the sea, part of this crew. It's all I've known since I was a boy. The idea of you acting in his stead, well, I was more polite than Grimly, but it sickened me to my core. I was wrong, Robin. You're the good sort, and a great captain. Oh, thank you. You're the good sort too, Junior. I'm glad we met. Likewise. Sick of seeing your face, though. That's fair. Thank you, Robin. I'm sure you're sick of my cooking by now, but maybe I'll get to whip something up for you again before we're dead and gone. If not, have a good life. Captain, I could not be more pleased to inform you that my seasickness has returned. I never thought there would come a day that I'd be thankful for such a thing, yet here we are. This was a difficult journey, and I'm glad to be done with it. Yeah, you and me both, Doctor. You should probably get some rest, Captain. You can finally afford yourself a good night's sleep. Nutley looks to the tree. I wish we weren't bringing that with us. People seem unsure of my decision. I understand. I'm too curious. I have to see how it ends. A tremendous discovery, no doubt, but, well, it frightens me. At the end of the day, it's just a tree. A tree growing in the coldest part of the world. No ordinary plant, is it? Nutley takes in a deep breath. I wonder, when my father sees me again, what will he say first? What expression will come to his face? Ultimately, I don't know, despite it all. Nah, it doesn't matter. You've accomplished so much for yourself. You're right. I did not do this just for him. Still, I am curious. I suppose I'll know when it happens, won't I? We're going home. Thank you, Robin, for everything. If I never see you again when we reach land, I hope you remain happy and healthy until the end of your days. Lovely. You spot Kasha looking out at the horizon, snapping one more picture from the ship's view. Ah, perfect. Captain, a perfect sky, don't you think? To think my initial report was a simple celebration of Explorer's past. I never would have imagined it would have become, this. Even before our discovery, this was a story for the ages. Indeed it was. Let us hope those back on land appreciate it. Kasha looks towards the tree. I wonder how people will react seeing this thing in my report. I was too stunned when I locked eyes with it. I didn't pay attention to the rest of the crew. I wonder if even a picture is enough for them to believe in it. I can scarcely believe it myself. That's why your report is so important. Yeah, we need multiple people talking about this. Of course, but my writing can only go so far. It only has so much reach. Everyone must know about this. They must know what we found. Kasha pauses for a moment in thought. You know me, Captain. I've always been one to take risks in search of the story. But I want you to know, it doesn't mean that I don't feel fear. I do. Frankly, I was terrified throughout our journey, but I tried to hide it. I couldn't be a helpless civilian, could I? So, thank you for helping me get home. That's when you'll take it. No more risks. No more fucking climbing off the cliffs, you crazy lady. No promises. However, I'll make sure to take more calculated risks. Less impulsive, I promise. Growing up, I was fascinated with the great captains and explorers of old. I never thought I'd see the rise of the greatest yet. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Am I the greatest captain there's ever been? Cue like every horrible mistake I've ever made. The ones they'll sing songs of, write countless books of. Thank you for making history, Robin. I think we've both earned a rest. Robin, I can see the horizon of the water ahead. I doubted that we would bear witness to this day. From the moment I heard of your destination, I believed you were sailing to your demise. And yet you joined. And yet, I did. I could not abandon my Kennelshaw. Even were death a guarantee, I would have wished it to be with them. Oh, I didn't even think about it. We didn't have to bring her. Oh, that's wild. That's crazy. What? That's such a big decision. Oh. The idea of her not being there, how does that even work? I mean, I don't want to go through the whole game without her, because I like her, but it's just crazy. I forgot that she was like an optional person. Cordell turns her attention towards the tree. I do not believe a word of Hunt's ramblings, yet those in power most certainly will. Well, it is not any of my business. Do you really think this won't concern you? Do you think that? Perhaps it will. Perhaps it will not. There is naught that I can do to prevent that. I needn't worry myself until then. Cordell looks around the rest of the crew aboard the ship. Good people, all of them. I had not considered this group when I first signed aboard. I didn't expect to know them as I did. I didn't expect to know you as I did, Robin. Thank you. Your knowledge was very valuable. As was yours, as was Hammond's, as was Kurt's. No single one of us carried the rest. I do not know if we will meet again, Robin. I wish you the best from here, I truly do. Stanberry approaches, playfully nuzzling her head against your hand. Oh my god. Oh my god. Seems Stanberry wishes you the best as well, Captain. Lovely. Captain, it is a great relief to be on the ocean once more. I remember the last time we stood here, I spoke of the great expectation upon us. It's difficult to say if we fulfilled such. I think that we have lived up to the expectation and more. Considering what we have procured, that is hard to deny. Templeton turns his attention towards the tree. What a specimen. In all my years, I never could have imagined. I admit it, Shaw. I do not know what our benefactor intends with this tree, a true marvel of science. I do not trust their intention. Can we just go rogue? Can we just sail off? They haven't yet earned my trust. An understandable outlook, I cannot blame you. I truly must commend you, Captain. When I first bore witness to this crew, I felt it an impossible task to handle them, to keep their impulses in line. Not only did I find one capable of such a thing, but I found that my own impulses needed to be handled as well. For that, I thank you. You're level-headed. You're fine. You are not the one that caused me the most ire. Not as much as I would like, I must admit. When I first saw you, Robin, I had made a strong judgment. I had done the same for the rest of the crew on first meeting. I proved to be completely and hopelessly wrong each time. I have much to learn. I hope this will not be the last time you and I work together. Until then, I wish you the best, Robin. Feel that fresh air, Robin. After all this time, we're back on the sea, on calm waters even. It's been quite the journey, hasn't it? I don't think it'll be the last. For you, perhaps. I'm more than happy to put this life behind me. I very much doubt I'll match our discovery in a later expedition. Kurt gazes at the tree. Absolutely magnificent. And I want no part of it. People keep saying that. Do you agree with Hunt? Not on my life. Myself and Rufus Hunt have never been on the same page. I doubt that will change. Still, I wonder if he had right to be concerned. I wouldn't burn the thing, but I doubt the Appertons have the best of intentions with it either. Kurt pauses for a moment, gazing up at the clouds. I wonder if, in fact, the best ending is to not go into the cave at all. I wonder if the best ending is in fact to just continue on, be rescued and go away, to never look at the tree, and that's like in fact the golden ending you could get. I have to thank you, Robin. Our journey together has been humbling. Your experience and wisdom has been invaluable. I still have some value in my old age, I suppose. A pleasure to be of help. Robin, I've spent a great deal of time thinking about how I'd be referred to after I was gone. I changed my name, adjusted my voice. I became the sort of man I thought they'd write books about. Whether I truly am that man now or not, I don't mind. Not anymore. I'd be happy just to see my children again. Until next time, Robin, may you have a wonderful life. Shaw, can you believe it? Never thought we'd be sitting out on the bloody Viscount. Bet Kurt's trying to come up with something poetic. Too many surprises out here. Hopefully we don't see another. What's a good adventure without some twists and turns, huh? Piss off with that, Captain. Don't need any bloody adventure. Ammonize the tree. Don't like the look of that thing. More than anything, don't like how excited Templeton was. Would you rather we burned it? And take the ship with it? Not a chance, Shaw. But keeping that thing to save the ship might be my first compromise. Hopefully last. Emmett pauses for a moment. I'll be honest with you, Robin. I was so focused on keeping us alive, but I didn't think we'd actually make it out of here. Thought I was just delaying the inevitable. You kept me going, Captain. Kept me busy. If you hadn't... We could not have made it here without you. Could not have. I know. But thanks anyway. Never thought I'd say it, but maybe there's still plenty for me to learn. I've learned from you, Captain. I'm able to admit that now. Don't get me wrong, though. Me being a stubborn bastard kept us alive. Wouldn't have it any other way. No, you're a perfect being. You've never done wrong in your life. We did it, Robin. Soak this time in. I know I will. Set a course. Oh, Robin. Lovely day for it, isn't it? I never thought I'd see open ocean again. Neither did I. You finally have time to get your bearings, Shaw? Cherish this peace. You seem hopeful. Do I? Call it relief. You bring me on as a free man, but I doubt I'll remain one. Some bastard will be after my head the second we take it home. Hunt looks to the tree. It should be destroyed the first chance we get. I don't care if people see it, if the word spreads. Don't care if it ends up in Belford's report. I just need to make sure it doesn't fall into their hands. Maybe there's some good in that fruit. Maybe. But there's no good in mankind. I settled on that a long time ago. Oh, well, now I'm definitely against you. You're saying the bad words. Call me a cynic, Robin. I just can't trust them. I still don't know what makes you so special, Shaw. What made you stand out amongst the rest? Bah, I'll never figure it out. Far above the head of a man like me, isn't it? Hunt looks across at the rest of the crew. An interesting mix, don't you think? Never could have expected they'd pull through, after all. I don't fucking know about that. I don't know about that. I'll say it, but I don't fucking believe it for a second. I can't take credit for that. Neither can the Appertons. You're the one that brought them together, Shaw. When we spoke that night, I was in the tub about what it takes to be a leader. Oh, that does make a lot of sense. That whole scene. That's his last night on the fucking ship. Even if this ending is like, if we get to credits and I'm like, oh yeah, that's like narratively satisfying, like it seems good and everything, not like a clear bad ending, I think I definitely will still be going back and seeing different things. Like, even if this all goes pretty well and I'm happy with things, I want to see more. Like, I want to go back and see what we can say to him in the other times. I didn't think you had any idea what you were saying. I couldn't hear the confidence in those words. Shows what I know, doesn't it? I'm gonna enjoy the horizon, Robin. I suggest you do the same. Good work. Oh, good work. Well, set a course. Staring out to the horizon, your first mate Hammond comes up beside you. Well, Captain, what's our heading? I mean, yeah. I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens. Sail for home and give the tree to Minerva. maybe it's the... Maybe I'm giving the alien to Weyland-Yutani. Maybe I am. Could be. But I want to see. Some weeks later, I really want to talk to her. I hope we get a chance to actually see her. That's what I'm hoping here. Okay. Oh, no, that's Kasha. What do you mean? I'm sorry, Belfort. We're just not running it. You can't turn around and say something like that. I'm at the press right now. The report is ready to go. I know, but we can't print it. This is sure to be the biggest report of the year, of the decade, and you're not running it? You approved it just yesterday. What changed? We were contacted by some people who said no. There was outside pressure. Oh, I see now. Let me guess. The Apperton Food Company. They're a prominent sponsor. We're not a major paper, Belfort. We can't take the financial hit. That's how it always goes. To hell's with this. Hells? You're speaking like a Saltborn. Fine, you won't print the story? Then I'll find someone who will. I'll print it up myself, distribute it back from my back garden if I have to. Kurt Darling could sell thousands of books on this. On your head be it, Belford. Aye, on my head be it. I wouldn't have it any other way. My, it was quite the journey. We fought through all adversity, brushed with blizzards and leopard seals. Of course, not all of us were so fortunate as to return home to tell these tales. But that's enough from me. I'll throw it onto the floor. Any questions? Come on now, don't be shy. Any at all? This doesn't feel like a good ending. This isn't feeling very good. Well, moving on. Interesting. Mole Man, we need to release some steam. You don't have to tell me twice, bloody hell. Don't speak back to me. Remember your rank engineer. Oh, don't speak to him like that. You don't fucking speak to him like that. Just an engineer, I. Do you know what ship I served on? You're not on a ship anymore, Hammond, and no, I don't. This is wrong. This is wrong. We have to go back. This is no good. I want to stop this right, in the middle, go back. This is no good. Of course you don't. Nobody does. Okay. All right. This is good to know. This is good information. We're getting good information here. All right. Who ordered the full fry? A patron raises their hand. Here, Junior. He's the musician. Come on now. Can't you see the resemblance? It's my brother Grimley. I can tell him to keep it down if you... No. You can't say... Not at all. He's doing a tremendous job. Okay. Ha! You hear that, Grimley? Aye. Ha! Always humble. Okay, well, they're okay. They're seemingly fine. This doesn't feel golden, though. Please? Oh, that looks scarily like a Titanic. Don't be. Please welcome Lady Ingrid Cordelia Weston. Cordell enters the gala. To the shock of many, a dog follows at her side, the woman gently nuzzling the creature's head. Arf, arf. Try not to get too excited, Stanberry. It is only a gala. Can you do this shit? Are you allowed? Lady Weston, what is the meaning of this? Sir, you call me by my name, yet I have no idea who you are. Well, you should know that I was not asking. You cannot bring a mutt with you. How odd. I seemed perfectly capable of doing so a moment ago. Yes, this way, Stanberry. Many hands to shake, names to forget, that sort of bother. I prefer to be home before late. The pups need fed. I like her. Cordell moves across the room, her faithful dog in tow. Some of these are fine. There's some I really am not a fan of. Nutley and Kasha stand at the entrance to the barber shop belonging to Arthur Nutley Sr. Nervous? Always yes. But are you more or less nervous than usual? Less nervous, more giddy. Good sort of nervous, I suppose. Nutley enters, followed by Kasha. How are they gonna do me? I don't physically exist on this plane. We don't even know what I look like. How will I have a scene? Is that him? He's coming this way. Arthur Nutley Sr. spots his son from across the shop. Arthur? My goodness, is it really you? Father, The doctor isn't able to begin his sentence, interrupted by the barber throwing his arms around him, granting him a constricting hug. It's you! My boy, you're alive! The younger Arthur hesitates, surprised, before returning the hug from his father. I am. Does your mother know? Your sister? Not unless they've read it in the paper. Speaking of, I wrote something for you. Nutley hands his father an envelope. Please, read it. Sometime when I'm not here. Of course, I will. Kasha clears her throat. Pleased to meet you, sir. Kasha Belfort. Don't think I didn't notice you. How'd you know my son? Hope he hasn't gotten himself in trouble. Arthur? In trouble? Hardly. Father, Kasha and I are, well, I think you see that we're hooking up. An item. Yes. Arthur Sr. pauses for a moment before a grin appears on his face. Son, you have been busy. Come sit, I have much to hear. That's nice. Okay, these aren't horrible, but like, I don't fucking care for anybody disrespecting my Hammond. I don't care for that shit. I don't like people not showing up to curse shit. That's no good. I don't know. I don't like Kasha not getting the story out. I don't like that. I don't know. The old scientist ponders the table before him. He lights a cigarette. Mr. Templeton, you wish to speak with me? Okay. Yes, do not worry, this won't take long. Out with it, then. Minerva Apperton, I, Richard Templeton, hereby tender my resignation. This is sudden. I assure you that it is not. I have given this a great deal of thought. I intend to leave your services effective immediately. Very well. Will that be all? Will that be all? Is there anything else you need of me? Okay, well, I don't know if I like her. No. On reflection, there is nothing else I need from you. Minerva Apperton exits the greenhouse. Templeton breathes a sigh of relief. He reaches into his potted plant, removing a small, brightly colored fruit. Minerva, I have all that I need from you. Oh. Interesting. Hunt waits in his cell. The days have passed by as the once captain of the Temperance awaits his trial. I wonder if when you eat of the fruit, how does it stay with you forever? Can he go back? What does it mean when you go back? What happens? This is horrid, isn't it? Not even a neighbor to keep me company. Hunt speaks to himself in the empty hold, his own voice echoing through the walls. Ah, the stories I could have shared with them would turn your hair white. I wonder, could I do it all again? Suppose it's too late now. Is it? Can he go back? Hunt continues his ramblings, not a soul around to answer his pleas. Oh God, Steen. Fucking gave me 15 notifications. Oh Jesus. They were all survive with people alive and loyal to you. Oh goddamn, okay. Oh, the air was cold. Oh, Steve, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, the air was... Oh, please, for the love of fuck. Let's just sit here for a second so that Steam can sort its shit out. You done? Are you done, Gabe? Are you done? Oh, the air was cold of flake and white. A captain made a pledge. Oh. To the ice I prayed that leads revealed some charted course ahead. To the souls around who brought me here beyond this polar's edge, a hunger draws the desperate here. It's one that I have fed. What did I do when steel hearts broke and courage did abscond? I've led these souls, so help the gods, out of the pale beyond. Temperance. We have to go back. We have to go back. I mean, I'm not entirely unsatisfied with that ending. But now I do feel like I must see what else you can potentially do. Does this get me? Is this credits? I think this is credits. That's nice, but I do kind of intend to continue playing. I don't think we're done here. I like credits. I usually really like credits. I wanna go back. I wanna go back. I don't know where I want to go back to, though. There's several decisions here. Like, initially, my thought is I want to go all the way back. I want to, like, go talk to Hunt again. Is that crazy? Like, I just want to see what options are here. Because we can talk to him now. We know things. I have to think of different moments. Because I don't want to, I don't intend to just play the whole game again. I already did that once, we're not doing it again. But there seems like there's more. I don't know how golden of an ending you can get here. But I'm at least curious. I'll definitely try the other two options here. Like the burning the tree and then the sending the envoy. Like, I think the next one I'll do is sending the envoy. But I think before that, I just want to kind of go back to certain moments and see if there's any extra dialogue. Now that we know things, you know. Well, it's just special thanks to all our patrons. Yeah. I really like your game. It's really good. I do continue. I'm not done yet, though. I'm sorry. I'm not done with your game. I know you're showing me some credits, but I'm not done yet. We got more in plan. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just go back, see if there's any extra dialogue. I assume that there will be. And then after that, just kind of trying the different endings, seeing if there's anything I can do there. I wonder if I could... The only one that I don't think was loyal to me was Grimly. That didn't end up mattering because I still won the vote. But I wonder if... Is there a super special platinum awesome ending if I get everyone loyal to me before then? Because that's maybe possible. Depending on like some dialogue I do there near the end, or maybe if I go back to the long dark times, maybe there was something different I could have done there. I don't quite remember. But yeah, there's more. I know that we have found one ending, but I intend to continue looking around because I'm not sure if there's a perfect ending or if it's just, you know, you can do the different endings. But yeah, so that's not over. Not quite the finale, but almost the finale. Half finale. Penultimate finale. Is that a thing? That's what this was, I guess. But yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this episode. I will continue on with this game. If I had to guess, the next one will be the final one, unless a whole lot of extra shit starts unlocking. But I don't expect that. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed. If you did, then come back and see me next time. Goodbye!